In a shocking statement at the White House yesterday, Trump proposed a new plan for the Gaza Strip that no one saw coming. Stay tuned. I'm Justin Hilton, and this is the Israel Guys. So as you guys probably already know, Netanyahu has been in Washington, D.C. the past couple of days, meeting with U.S. leaders and such. So yesterday, he met with Trump, and later on in the day, the two did a press conference together that turned out to be quite lively. I literally don't think anyone saw this coming. Just listen to this.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years.
Wait. Did you hear that? The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip? Like, where did that come from? I'm kind of in total disbelief, like in shock right now. I definitely did not see this announcement coming. I'm not sure anyone predicted it. I kind of don't know where it came from or like why he even made this announcement. But here's Trump and Netanyahu talking about it a little more, going into a little more details in that press conference.
I do see a long-term ownership position, and I see it bringing great stability to that part of the Middle East and maybe the entire Middle East. And everybody I've spoken to, this was not a decision made lightly. Everybody I've spoken to loves the idea of the United States owning that piece of land, developing and creating thousands of jobs with something that will be magnificent in a really magnificent area that nobody would know. Nobody can look because all they see is death and destruction and rubble and demolished buildings falling all over. It's just a terrible sight. I've studied it. I've studied this very closely over a lot of months, and I've seen it from every different angle. And it's a very, very dangerous place to be. And it's only going to get worse. And I think this is an idea that's gotten tremendous, and I'm talking about from the highest level of leadership, gotten tremendous praise. And if the United States can help to bring stability and peace in the Middle East, we'll do that. Bibi?
I mentioned again tonight our three goals. And the third goal is to make sure that Gaza never poses a threat to Israel again. President Trump is taking it to a much higher level. He sees a different future for that piece of land that has been the focus of so much terrorism, so many attacks against us, so many trials and so many tribulations. He has a different idea. And I think it's worth paying attention to this. We're talking about it. He's exploring it with his people, with his staff. I think it's something that could change history, and it's worthwhile really pursuing this avenue.
Wow, that's just crazy. Trump said the U.S. takeover of Gaza could involve the deployment of American troops. We'll do that. We'll do what is necessary, he said. If it's necessary, we'll do that. I honestly don't know what's going on here, guys. Maybe this is just a negotiating tactic to get Hamas to concede or something. Hopefully we'll see in the coming days. But soon after the announcement, Hamas official Sami Abu Zuhri said that Trump's remarks were ridiculous and absurd. Quote, Trump's remarks about his desire to control Gaza are ridiculous and absurd, and any ideas of this kind are capable of igniting the region. Another Hamas official called it a racist plan that aims to eliminate the Palestinian cause. I really don't think you have a place to be speaking here about eliminating a cause when your entire goal, literally Hamas's goal, is to annihilate the Jewish people and wipe them off the face of the map. So you really don't have a place to be speaking about eliminating a cause. Just a little while later, senior Hamas official Musa Abu Marzouk said that the group is ready to engage in talks with President Trump's administration, emphasizing a willingness to hold discussions with all international parties. So now you're ready to negotiate when you see that Trump is actually serious about making a real plan for the Gaza Strip. I see how it works. In the same press conference, Trump mentioned once again the idea of moving the people of Gaza to different countries. He said this, quote, "If you look at Gaza, there's hardly a building standing, and the ones that are going to collapse. You can't live in Gaza right now. I think we need another location, a location that's going to make people happy." U.S. Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff also said that Palestinians don't necessarily need to be tied to the land where they now live in order to have a better life. He said this, quote, "Peace in the region means a better life for the Palestinians. A better life is not necessarily tied to the physical space that you are in today. The president is saying, let's make it better for these people. Let's give them hope, and let's let them make that choice." And I think he's right. Trump later on did say that under U.S. ownership and development, Palestinians could potentially return to Gaza, but that it would become an international zone. He said, quote, "This is not for Israel. This is for everybody in the Middle East. Arabs, Muslims, this is for everybody. I think you'll make that into an unbelievable international place. Palestinians will live there. Many people will live there." He also said that, quote, "It doesn't mean anything about a two-state or one state or any other state, and that he intends to visit the Gaza Strip as part of a regional tour." Folks, we'll see what comes of all this. We'll be covering all of this in detail here on the channel in the coming days, so make sure and get subscribed so you don't miss out on that. We're going to talk about something pretty exciting that Trump mentioned in the press conference in just 1 second. But first, you know, Israel recently celebrated 75 years since their rebirth in 1948, and now you can commemorate this monumental milestone with a beautiful and educational photo book, Israel the Miracle. This limited edition coffee table book brings together the voices of over 75 Christian leaders around the world, like Pat Robertson, Dr. Ben Carson, and Graham Lotz, our very own founder, Tommy Waller, and many more. Each one offers powerful insights, reflections, and stories sharing their personal experiences with Israel's land and people. Through stunning photography and artwork, Israel the Miracle transports you to the heart of the Promised Land, both its ancient past and vibrant present. A book that not only commemorates 75 years of Israel's miraculous journey, but also deepens your connection to its enduring legacy. Best of all, right now, Israel the Miracle is available at an incredible 50% off. Click the link in the description below to get your copy. We only have a limited number of copies of this beautiful book, so they won't last long at this price, so don't delay. Click the link in the description below to get your copy today. At some point in the press conference, Trump was asked by Yoni Kempinski from Arutz Sheva whether he supports the idea of Israel applying sovereignty over Judea and Samaria, and surprisingly, also I think encouragingly, he didn't immediately shoot down the idea. Here's what he said.
Well, we're discussing that with many of your representatives. You're represented very well, and people do like the idea, but we haven't taken a position on it yet. But we will be we'll be making an announcement probably on that very specific topic over the next 4 weeks.
So no, he did not say that he supports the idea, but he also didn't say he wouldn't support the idea, which personally I think is pretty encouraging. Let's hope and pray that he sees that it's absolutely vital for the security of Israel to hold on to Judea and Samaria, and even more important than that, that this is the biblical heartland of Israel and that it belongs 100% to the Jewish people. Guys, I thought this was kind of legendary. Netanyahu gifted Trump with a golden pager along with a regular pager to commemorate, you could say, the epic pager operation that Israel did to Hezbollah operatives. Trump responded with, "That was a great operation," which I can just hear him saying. In return for this gift, Trump gave Netanyahu a photo of the two of them from the visit with a dedication to Bibi, a great leader. That's it for today, guys. We'll be covering all of the details, as I said before, the implications of what all of this means for Israel in the next few days. So get subscribed. You don't want to miss the content that we have coming out very soon. Make sure to check out the photo book, Israel the Miracle, and purchase your copy today. Like this video, share it with a friend, get the conversation going down in the comments below. Let me know where you're listening from. Love to engage with you guys down in the comments section. As always, stop listening to the lies and propaganda and connect with the truth of what is happening in Israel. We'll be back soon here at the Israel Guys. Catch you in the next one.